All right, real talk video time. This is I think it's the third video, the third topic that we've discussed on video at least. And as promised, we talked about dress code this week. It was a big topic. I think the boys care about it a little bit. The girls seem to care about it even more. So thinking about it, I think Mr. Watton and I would both agree that our ice-breaking students, the ones that got up, we had two ladies get up. They were the most zealous about this topic. Those ladies got up and they did a very nice job of not just saying, the dress code at St. Patrick's is terrible. Boom. They didn't say that. They got up and they gave a lot of reasons, but I think, a lot of problems, things that, I think one of the ones that stuck out the most to me was the example of a girl who, they had the charts, okay, this is what you would use, this is the sizes that you need for a girl who weighs this much with this waist and this tall and all these different things. And they brought up the point, and I'm sure that many people have heard this before, and this is not a novel thing, but that not all girls fit into the standard chart that they have. The students were under the impression that no one's ever thought about this before. So I told them that they were not the first 8th graders or 7th graders that have ever come through St. Patrick's, and I'm sure that someone has discussed this situation before. But anyways, that being said, it was very nice. Mr. Watton and I both complimented these ladies on having some good reasoning behind their reasons as to their problems with the dress code. Obviously, when we went to the students, we got sidetracked and went on these different things. I'm a big mascara policeman. I'll go down there and I'm looking in the eyes to see who's got mascara on their eyes. So that's not something that we can have. But many students try to push the boundaries on those things. So I'm giving them demerits on mascara. Nobody brought up mascara. I was very surprised to see that. One of the apologetics that I give to students when it comes to, why can't we wear mascara at St. Patrick's? I see other ladies wearing mascara around here. If I go to Scud or Roncalli or wherever I might go, Marion, I can wear mascara there. I can wear it out in public. Why can I not wear mascara? And I like to tell these students, along with the very first reason that I'm going to share later on in the video, one of the reasons I like to say is, I know some ladies in my life who won't leave the house without mascara. I don't know how many of you moms are out there like that, but I think that's a thing that some ladies do. Like maybe they'll go with no makeup, but they'll definitely have mascara on. And what I tell these students is we as a staff, we want to help encourage these young women to be confident in who they are and confident with themselves and not look to have these different items as certain crutches. Now I'm not going to disagree with them when they say that they maybe look better or they feel more confident when they have the mascara on. I'm not going to say that that's not real, but I would like to encourage the ladies to feel confident without anything else. Just feel confident in your God-given body, and then maybe there's more conversations that need to happen around that issue, and it's not just as simple as saying it, but still I think that's one of the goals of myself. That's why I have chosen that as something that I kind of go after a little bit, and we'll be on the prowl for, I suppose, who's wearing mascara when they shouldn't be. But the number one reason I like to say to our students when it comes down to this references a Steubenville video that I put out in the summer. Steubenville, we go to every year. It's for outgoing 8th graders and outgoing 12th graders. We took 140 some people there. We had a great time. And we go with the Archdiocese. And the Archdiocese invites us onto their Steubenville trip. And they have a certain dress code that they ask us to abide by. And when we go there, many students are not abiding by the dress code. This year, every single student that we had abided by the dress code, and I was very thankful for that. But when you go to the Steubenville conference, there's like 5,000 kids there. You're going to see Visco girl here, crazy things, leggings girl here, because what they asked us to not wear leggings, no short shorts, no holes in your jeans, no crop tops, no shoulders, all these different things. And I told our students, I said, I am so proud of all of our students because they were obedient to the dress code that the Archdiocese asked us as guests on their trip to abide by. I said I'm very thankful for that because you saw a bunch of other people doing things that they weren't supposed to be doing, and still you did what you were supposed to do, and that is important. That's a lifetime lesson. That's a life lesson right there. Because when you grow up, when you're in high school, when you're out of high school, we know as parents when it's hard to do what's right when everybody else is doing something different. And so I really exalted our Steubenville group and said, you guys did the right thing. And I referenced that in this situation for our students as well. When we come to St. Patrick's, there's a dress code. Here is the dress code. And you might not agree with it. You might think that it's lame, like we should be able to wear something different. Okay. You are entitled to your own opinion on these things. Not necessarily your opinion has to be voiced all the time, but you're entitled to think that it's good or that it's bad. You can think that, that's fine. But the reality is, I told our students, you're a student at St. Patrick's, and this is the dress code that you are supposed to be abiding by. And many of you are infracting on a regular basis. You are being disobedient to the dress code. So when you get a demerit, don't be surprised. If you're driving down the street, I don't like 2 streets around here. I don't like Maple Street because it changes to 45 for it. I don't know why Maple's 45 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it's 35 on 204 coming through town. It goes from 45 to 35 when we get over here by the school. I don't know why it's like that. I don't like either of those things. I don't like 45 and I don't like 35. I want it to be 45 on 204 through town, and I want it to be 55 going to down Maple. But the reality is, that isn't how it is. Those are the speed limits. And I abide by those speed limits because that's the speed limits. So I was hoping to encourage our students. They didn't necessarily buy it. I think they listened respectfully, and I appreciate that. But they still have their qualms, and that's probably not going to go anywhere. But we're going to get into probably going to get into a little bit more next week when it comes to here are the rules. Here's what we follow by. And I think our students are going to bring up a little bit next week. They're going to come with this information next week. We're talking about bullying is going to be our topic next week. And many of our students have said that so many of us as staff or me as the youth ministry, I'm so concerned about the dress code, which way we walk down the halls, up the stairs, who's got a belt on, that I might be missing certain things when it comes to students being bullied. And so I'm looking at some of these menial, trivial things, and I'm not able to look at some of the more serious things that are happening at St. Patrick's. And I'm excited for this conversation because I do want to say to these students, you're right. I do think that some of these smaller things are a little bit of a distraction for us as administration, and we're looking at these things. We are focusing on these things we shouldn't have to. We should be able to look at the rules. Here's the dress code. Let's abide by it and move past it. These are the ways you walk down the hallway. Just like our little kids, they can't speak at certain, it's Bowling Hall. We got to do the find your bubble thing. Because we have other things we need to be worrying about other than dress code. So I'm excited to dive into the bullying topic next week because I think that it's a reality in all schools. It's a reality when we were all in school, and it's a reality when these kids are in school. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about, okay, if there are serious issues, help the administration to be able to look and take account of these serious issues by not having to worry about some of these smaller things that are the dress code here and that you should be following as a student. So it was an exciting class. Kids were getting hype. It was great. They're going to be getting hyped next week. And I encourage you guys to continue these conversations with your kids because they got opinions on these things. 8th graders were more opinionated than the 7th graders. They all had little green shirts on and they were pretty quiet. But you're seeing them kind of come out of their shells a little bit more, so it's great. Again, thank you guys for watching these videos. If you don't want me to send any more videos, just let me know and I'll take you off the list. But do have these conversations with your kids and talk about them and dive into your kids' lives because you're the most important person in your kid's life. Other than Jesus Christ, of course. All right, thanks, guys.